Hello and welcome back to Minecraft. Now, as you might have seen in the title and everything, we are going to build a treehouse. We are building it from Minecraft's bite-size builds books. Now, we're going to build it as close to it as we can. Now, if you've heard of the books, if I remembered I put up a picture of the books, or at least the particular one I'm using. If you've used one of them before, do write in a comment and say what you've built out of it. I will be interested. Now, if you haven't, it doesn't have step-by-step as in amount of blocks and everything. It has a rough guide. So, do forgive me if I get some of this slightly inaccurate or different to your interpretation, because obviously we all have our own quirks. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 blocks off the ground. I'm gonna go 6, no 8. Yep, you convinced me. 8 blocks. Now we might have to, I cleared out a little bit, obviously I didn't find the perfect spot that had the area missing. But we'll have to clear out some of this because it is a square build around this. Now, tree houses to me aren't necessarily proper bases. Now, you might have a different opinion, and I'd like to obviously hear your opinion of it. But because you'd need to build, let's see, this one, so say to here, all around, and have quite a large surface area, and you don't really have a treehouse anymore. But it doesn't mean you can't build it, have some fun with it, and have a little side project built. Now, if you've if you have built any tree houses before, and you are quite proud of it, then send it to my Twitter. Don't send it to the YouTube video or YouTube, because YouTube sees a link and deletes the comment. So, just a word of warning, if you send a link, it will be deleted by YouTube. Now, I'm going to go around. I best describe what I'm doing. 3 out and a little connector here, 3 out, little connector. I'll continue that, and then we also need to put stairs underneath, like, no, what? I thought I was putting bottom half slabs, but I wasn't. What a fool. Okay. So, imagine these are bottom half slabs. 1 stair there, 1 stair on the tree. Which will be, no, there. And all around and connected the sides like, no, behave, like so. Now, I think it would be best to put a torch around your tree as you build, especially with the new rules, because it means a lot less mobs can spawn, and then we'll come back and I'll have this bit done. Okay, we have our little platform. I left these corners out because I think it looks better. You can put them in or not. I'll show you what they look like. Looks like that if you put them in. Just a matter of my opinion. Now we need some of this, some of this, some of this, and some of this. Now we have acacia trapdoors. We need to put... So the only way that works is if we have that. But it says that this is flat against each other, and you can't have that with top half slabs. Well, I did show you what I meant. Any suggestions or corrections or whatever of something I misunderstood, do let me know, because clearly there's something, unless this is meant to add depth and height to the actual overall build. So far it doesn't look out of place or anything, it's still looking the way it should. But I think, based on the fact that it seems like I'm correcting a mistake, I might have gone the wrong way somewhere. And then, nope, you're meant to be up there. And how's one meant to... I can never ever do these properly. Yep. Well, then the wall won't go. We had a quick look back at the reference, and it works like so. Now, the other thing it suggests is to add atmospheric lights by adding soul lanterns. I'll take out those torches, obviously. Now if we move back, not looking shabby. Remember, we're going by, well, we're trying to go by what the book says, and trying not to make mistakes as we go, but once again, I would love to know if anyone's actually built from these books, and if you found it actually challenging, because I'm sure people are going and looking at it, and I've made a bunch of mistakes that I could easily correct that I just can't see. But if I have, best you put down, else I won't be able to correct them, or you won't be able to actually say I'm wrong. Everyone will just think I'm right. So, after this we start actually building the roof and all that, which is interesting. It's got a fairly unusual roof, and roofs aren't my best. I think roofs are one of those things where you're either good at it or you're not. Because you hear a lot of people saying that they're not very good at roofs, more than probably anything else. I think the other thing, probably redstone. That's about the only other thing that people say they're no good at, or they're good at. I don't think it looks terrible or out of place. It's coming together. Now, as I said, the roof, but it recommends having a way up, which I can see why. Now we need a ladder. We'll do 2 blocks up because it's harder for mobs to actually get in the hitbox of it. And then a trap door here. Nope. Here. Should be able to get... No. Should be able to get up there. Now obviously this looks a bit weird. Nope. Well, we'll just add 2 blocks. Now we got a way up, way down. Okay, the roof, it says, by looking at it I don't know whether it's 1 or 2. I'd say too high, which is here. But this is actually the bottom of the roof height. So it recommends you have temporary blocks. We'll put one on top of it. And then, following the pattern, it is a gap in between with 2. No. It would be uneven then. Yeah. The gaps are where we're actually going to put the stairs. So, copy the pattern across. And then we have that. And then this is where some of this tree is in the way. We'll try to keep as much of it as possible. Then 2 up and then 2 across. Doesn't look like we'll be keeping much of it actually. We can always build it back. But that is the general shape it gives you. Now, all you have to do is put a stair either side, then an upside down stair either side, and then this gap a normal stair, normal stair. And that's the shape it recommends. So, I'll do that for all 4 sides and connect it to the tree, and we'll see how it looks. Finished off the roof. As you can see, we had to make the tree pretty much naked. Now, I left this to show you what we actually needed to do. As you can see, it's an interesting roof line actually. But we're not obviously done because the roof line looks a bit odd, to say the least. Now, it recommends adding some detail like so. So we're going to do that. Now, if you know how to terraform trees, or whatever the correct terminology is, then you'll probably be awesome at this next bit. I sort of forgot something. I didn't even notice. Now, we will take, not an oak, thank you, jungle leaves. We will, there, done. Yeah, a bit flat this side. So add a bit. And back up top as well. Because obviously it's not going to just be pruned up the top. Now, where was that bit of chain? I forgot. One here and here. Oh, enough all done. Now, that's not looking terrible, except here. I'm quite liking that. There is an extension bit where you can join other trees, but we shall work on the inside bit. We will add vines like the book tells us to make it look more like a jungle tree again. Not sure whether we successfully made it look like a jungle tree by adding vines, but hey, that's what the book tells us to do. Time to, well, add a bit more lighting actually. We'll add it in a second. But a crafting table can go there. And slab under you. A carnival. Go here. Smithy table. Ferni. One there, one there. And chest, chest. That's not looking terrible. Over here, we could build out a little extension or add some other things. We'll have that there. A bit more storage. And, yep, crafting table there for symmetry. It's a nice little kitted out place. I do think it needs more light. But I just don't know whether, because torches ain't gonna go with it. Ooh, right. Well, I'll have to leave it up to you guys. Does it need more light? We have the finished result of Minecraft's treehouse. And you can see this high off the ground, plenty of stuff inside. Now, it does say you can extend it out using a campfire bridge with gates, and I did. And I created my own little version of a treehouse. Little war room, all your gear, and then you can have all your stuff down the bottom ready to go in case you need it. But I think it's quite a snazzy little build. You can obviously do it however you want. I created a bit of a nether warhouse type theme. This is Minecraft's theme. You can do whatever you want. But that is that. Be sure to like, subscribe and comment, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.